plan for today is we're gonna check out this base that I made. I actually think this base is a great. A lot of bases that I made before was like, this will do. It's like a homage to the original hJune base. So it starts with a 2x1, and I think we're gonna put the doorway here. So we're actually, usually I like to put the thing on the right side, but for this base only, I'm gonna put it on the left side here. Only because I'm gonna put the TC on this side. And the reason why we do it here is because if we do it on this side, right? And we put the doorway like here, for example. And then I put it here, the TC. There's no way that I can go on the right side and loot it. And also open this door at the same time. Because what you want to do is have the doorway open inwards. And then from the right side, you're going to close it and open it and also loot the TC at the same time. But if you do it on this side, you have to be on the right side here, but there's usually going to be a wall here. So you actually can't squeeze through. That's why we do it on the wrong side here. That's the reasoning. I'm going to do that, obviously. And I like to do this so that I can have a bunker. And I usually always make this into a single doorway, because if you do like Bradley or something, and every single doorway is a double door frame, and you get an armored single door, that's really annoying. So that's why we do it like this. And then you usually are going to have a furnace as soon as you build base. So that's going to be your jump up. And I kind of like this because if you're just like starting out and you have a metal door or like a wooden door, you can protect your TC pretty well. Because if you're starting with this layout, you only have 1-2 doors. But having this, make sure that your TC is going to be always 3 doors instead of 2. So giving that extra protection against like door raids early on. And then as soon as you build, if you have a lot of boxes, I suggest doing the boxes right away, because it's going to save your life when you're trying to do these later. Because if you can't flip these anymore, then it's going to be really difficult for you to place these boxes. And if you put the campfire here, after you place the two boxes right here, then you can actually fit a campfire in the middle of all of them. Like this. Obviously, you also want to place a garage door right here. So before you do that, you can do that as well. But that's a lot to ask, right? You're gonna have a garage door before you upgrade these. But later on, you can also make this just metal. And then it'll also work to place these boxes. And then from here, we're gonna go over here. Place the triangle for the boxes. And I like to do this one right here. This one, and then you put 2 small boxes. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but you can place 2 small boxes right here. And I like to do it long side here and short side here, because that gives like the most space. If you did the long side here, it actually obstructs a little bit of the space right here, so you have less movement around the boxes. And then you just do whatever here, honestly. I think the best thing to do is probably we put tier 2 here. The reason being because if you put the tier 2 here, then it's gonna be a problem later when you're placing the vending machine, right? When you place a vending machine, you can actually clip through furnaces, but I don't think you can clip through tier 2s. And then if you want to replace this to tier 3 later, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to remove this and then place the tier 3 here, rather than placing the tier 3 here when the vending machine is already placed. So that's why you put the tier 2 here and then the furnace. So from here, you just place the vending machine as close as possible to the left side, as close as possible to the furnace and to the doorway. The reason why this furnace is actually really good is because you literally don't have to think. You just need to place this as close as possible to the furnace, and then it'll always work. And then you can close the door again. You can put more furnaces early on like this. That way you will have 5 furnaces in your 2x1. And then you just put bags down. So if you want more bag storage or space for bags, you just remove this and then place another bag. After here, you just do the typical expansion here. You don't have to put bunker here, but if you want to, then you want to place this one on the opposite side. And then from here, you just put the floor frame. From here, you just go 6 triangles out, basically. Come back with squares. Make sure this is going left to right. Get rid of that. This is just the typical roof bunker that everyone uses. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the one Alvin posted a little back? Alvin? Alvin posted a base design video? And then from here, you put this thing. And then from here, you put the triangle down. And now it's a bunker. And then you just need to do this, and it's gonna open. Wait, what happened to the... Oh, there we go. And then you obviously do it on this side as well. Three, 4, 5. And this base design is actually stealing a lot of ideas from other base building content creators. Like these bunkers I got from GameLightz. GameLightz got it from someone else. These ways up, using like this triangle to go up. I copied it from Crow on his 2x1 when I built his 2x1 Viper base. But the footprint, we're going back to the old hJune base. There are Nichols bunkers. Oh, Nichols made it? Wait, this one? I did not know that. I know Nichols is insane. I've known it forever. And then you obviously do this one as well. And then once you have this done, like early on, you want to put the stone here right away. And then from here, you're pretty much done already. And then you just cover this. And then you just make your second floor like this. Oops. I think there's a better way to place this, honestly, because if you place it from this triangle, then it's actually going to have like insanely bad stability. So you don't want to do that. You want to place it on this side. You want to go from the outside here. Boom, boom, and then place it. And you'll have higher stability. Early wipe, you just place this. Now you have a whole second base to work from. If you want, I think I would, if I'm getting like door camped a lot, I would probably put another way up here, like this, or maybe even on the other side, so that it's not close to the loot room. Or maybe on this side. It really depends on what your needs are throughout the wipe. You can change the base however you want, but I would place another door here if I need to like go on my roof. If I'm getting like door camped a lot. Pretty standard base design. If you start from here. And then from here, you put the wall right here, and then another wall right here, and that's gonna be another bunker. And obviously you want to make this high wall later. And everything metal. But yeah, you can put like more furnaces here. You can put battery there. Like early battery maybe. And then from here, this is where it gets interesting, okay? So this is gonna be our... Later on, we're gonna put our... white gaps on this side, so we don't want to expand anymore. But if you guys remember my old base design, we would always have it like this, right? We just expand it like this. Boom, boom. And usually you just do that on both sides, like this. Oh man, this makes me nostalgic, man. And usually you would have like that. But on this side, you actually want to have segment the base as much as possible, right? You want to reduce the upkeep. And to reduce the upkeep, you want to minimize the number of building blocks per TC as much as possible. Because you're going to have way more TC upkeep. If one TC has 500 building blocks, let's say there's 600 total building blocks and one TC has 500 and the other two TCs has 50 each. That's still 600 total. But if you had it so that 3 TCs have 200 each, then you have a lot less because of how the percentages work. So that's why you want to make this whole part into a new TC. So how you do that is you go from here, square, triangle, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? I need to go all squares out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then go 4 half moons out. And then from here, you just make this part again. Like that. And then from here, you just do the bedroom peaks right here. And then this would be your way in. Like that. This would be your bedroom. This thing here. And then from here, I'm sure you can do a better external TC, but I just like to do this one because it's so easy. You just go here, 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 all the way back. Oops. Boom. Boom, boom. And boom. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. I know why. You gotta put one more of this. Because this is where you're gonna have the way in, right? You don't want to put this as your gatehouse. I also do this. This is something that I came up with as well. It's also kind of copying what's his name? Crow's humbug base, right? You do half walls here, low walls here. And then you could do like this. Hello? This. And if you go here, you have like insane peaks if you use these campfires. Boom. Into your compound. And then from here, you do the TC here. Boom. But honestly, I haven't really figured out how to put roofs here without it being awkward. So I don't know if I like this yet. But it's like really difficult for you to like notice that there's someone in there, you know? But yeah, and then you just like use this thing to go up. And this will be your way up. Like this. And the amazing thing that I like about this base design is you can have such early bedrooms. You have like the earliest bedrooms ever. Okay, let's do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's no compound that's safe, man. If someone wants to get into your compound, they will. I used to build this base all the time. Now I literally never use it. Alright, that's whatever now, and then... And then these can be your bedrooms. Like, so fast, right? And I think it would be best towards the breach. Really depends though. I could just like alternate it so that I have like 360 coverage. So I just do this. And then I would just like alternate, right? Then I would have a peak for every single corner of my base. And then sometimes, if you want the oil refinery, then you can just put it over here. Just put the, oh, whoops. Just put extra foundations in the outside and then put the oil refinery here on your way in. And then you're good. And then just make this 1 floor higher. And then this thing here. But it really depends if you want this part to be a wall frame so that you have like better coverage. You can just put like chain link fences later. That's really up to you though if you want to learn chain link fence. I wouldn't say it's that worth it, but I don't know. Some people like chain link fences, man. Does the beds fit in the floor frame? Yes, it does. So what you do is you put the bed on the inside. Because if you put the box towards the window, someone can loot it, right? So that's why you put the boxes like as far away as possible. Like that. Or if you really care about people breaking your boxes, like let's say you're gonna lose a AK kit, like someone's gonna go inside here, break all the doors, and then break your boxes with like, I don't know, mollies. You can put drop boxes, but I think that's honestly overkill. Like you can do something like that. But even with the drop boxes here, you can go in and out like super easily. And then later on, you just put this on the inside. And then they have no way of shooting you through this crack. But from here, they won't be able to see you, usually. Because you're not going to build this close to the ground, right? So the foundations are actually going to be a little bit higher. So if you do this, raiders that are standing either on here or on this foundation probably won't be able to see you. And then you can just go this. Just go up here, stand up, shoot them. Oh yeah, I guess you could put drop boxes on the window as well. Wait a minute. That's kind of sick. Honestly, if I get double door frames, if I get these from Bradley, I'm putting it on my bedroom, so I'll probably do something like this. And then if you, oh, whoops, if you toggle the hatch, it's also insane because you can only see from the top here. The whole point about this base is you're segmenting your base into 8 different parts instead of having one full loop that if someone breaches one wall, they can walk 360 degrees all around your base. The reason why we have extra stuff here protecting us is because we don't want people to like just freely walk around their base like easily. So they can only open 1/8 of your base at the same time. Unless they shoot in the middle, of course, but even still, that's only like 1/4 of your base. And then from here, it's pretty straightforward. You just like build it up more, build this up more. If you really care, you could also do something like this as well. This was what my original peaks looked like. So you could do that. I think that wouldn't be too bad either. And then for here, it's actually perfect. Go straight in. Boom. And this part, you usually can't squeeze through. Wait, I don't know why you can now. If you go like this. Pretty sure you can't see it. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. You're right. It's because it's wide gap. It's a little bit off-centered because this is a little bit more that way. Because we have to do external TCs, right? This would be your way up. And this would be your inner peaks, basically. But honestly, for this base design, I don't think it's good. You could even do something like this. If you really care about like more peaks. potential. But I wouldn't actually do this. I don't like that actually. I would just do that and just cover this whole thing. And honestly, after this, the base design is done, and then you just do whatever you want with it. You can make it one floor higher, and then this would be your peaks. And then make your window floor like one floor higher. Or you could put this part on the 4th floor instead of the 3rd floor. I did it in the 3rd floor because I usually don't build like too big. But that's how the base design works. And then later on, if you want to put white peaks, you just go here, put one triangle, put 3 squares, go back. And then like that. Oh, actually, no, I do need to show one more thing, actually. So it'll be like that. But the reason why I need to show this is because this is very important. I'm gonna get rid of this just so I can show you guys. So from this part, this is the only part that will actually show on the top. What I mean by this is this is a triangle, right? But the reason why my base design worked before is because I would actually put a different thing up here. Like they wouldn't know that this is a 2x1 start. From the top, it would just look like this. So it looks so different on the top. But in order to do this, you kind of need to plan like where you're gonna put more floors, because you can't really put much else. You know, you can put this here, but you can't put this here. So you'd have to go like this. So this problem would be fixed if you just put these foundations 1/2 floor higher. But I'm not sure how well these peaks would work if I did that. Honestly, you could like literally just stop building right here if you don't want a window floor, and then just put like white peaks. Anyone have any ideas on what I can add to this base? Any thoughts? So this one that I made, I don't actually put white gaps on this side because I'm too lazy. I just did these peaks right here, and then I just put ramp peaks. I like putting different types of peaks in my base because it kind of like throws off raiders. Because if everything is white peaks, people are gonna like know where to peek at all times, right? Having different peaks, like this angle is kind of nuts, right? Like if there's no one below me and someone's over there, no one's gonna expect this. But if it's like a white peak everywhere, they're just gonna look. Like it's so easy to tell where you're gonna get shot from. But like that kind of thing, like where the fuck am I gonna shot from here? There's so many different angles, right? But I'm still cooking. This is my first version of it. I think I can make it better by maybe making the foundations on the outside a little bit higher. All right, so we have four different ways into the compound. We have these ones that you can use to like shoot. You can use campfires here. There's a few things in this base that I don't think I've ever seen anyone use before. So I'm really excited about this base. I think there's a lot of potential with this footprint. So you come in here, you see these bedrooms, and you got the oil refinery spot right here as well, if you want to put the oil refinery. So this is the spot for the oil refinery. These are the bedrooms that I came up with. So you have these peaks. You go on top of this box, and you can't loot this box from the outside. And you can go inside with these wall frames. And with these wall frames, you have like an insane peak where only your head shows. This one is really good because on all 4 corners, you can have either these like loot rooms or bedrooms. And that's a lot better than a lot of these 2x1 base designs that doesn't have a lot of like squares or like triangles for beds. So you have this thing all around. And another good thing is you can put a lot of doors here and segment the base so that if someone starts raiding from like maybe this corner, you just close the door and now they can't have like full 360 angle on your entire inner peaks, right? And I kind of got this from I'm using the same jump ups as the Viper base. I really like this, having jump ups over here, because that makes it so that you can go up the entire base from just like one spot, right? And I also like the fact that it isolates the inside here. The second floor right here, you can only enter from these two angles. So I have the battery right here. You can also have like a locker right here. I have a door with a locker on the other side with a vending machine. So that could be extra storage. You open that, you open this. Got the locker. And then I have this 2x1. I think I'm gonna go with this one, because I could put the TC right there, but it's also annoying with the TC placement now. Like, you have to do it perfectly. You have to like make the stone backwards and then like place a TC pixel perfect, or you can't put these, put this thing here. So that's why I opted to do this base design, where you put the TC right here and then you just high qual this, and then you can only access this if you go on top of this furnace, and they can't break it. The good thing about this is they could try and raid this and get this TC, but since all the TCs are disconnectable on the outside, it doesn't matter if they blow through this it doesn't matter if they blow through this to try to get in. Then they would have to go through the other sides anyway. Like if they go through here, boom boom, they'd have to go through 2 more garage doors to get your main loot. But the thing about this base design is that you're not supposed to have all the loot in your 2x1. That's why we have 2 bunkers. One on this side, and also one on this side. We have another bunker right here. I could put a vending machine here. Place this. I don't. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was too close. You could also not do this, and you could do like boxes as well, like this. I usually did something like this, and then put like another box right here, and like a small box that has way more storage. But you could do a vending machine to make it so that it has more honeycombing as well. So you have 2 bunkers, plus you have so many bedrooms if you go up to the top here. So this is the interesting part of the base. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a base that looks like this. That's why I think it's very cool. It's unique. Probably never seen before. We have these peaks. 2 triangles here. I think this is part of the, if I'm not mistaken, this is part of the, okay, this is another TC. So this one's actually not connected with this one. This base is also very goofy, because look at this one. How is there a wall right here? So we have like a doorway that only opens up when you close the door. I think that's pretty interesting. And for the peek downs, on one side we have wait, this one's broken for some strange reason. And then if you go over here, you have these peaks right here on the roof, and it's probably the most insane like hidden peak, because you can shoot them. This whole area right here you can shoot, but if you're at the top, unless you're like crouching and like really looking, see, that's about, actually that won't even shoot through. You'd have to be like, actually I don't think you can even shoot back. You'd have to be like on the opposite side and shoot through there. But yeah, this is probably the most OP peak that you can have. It's very simple as well, because all you need to do is like put a doorway. Okay. Anyways, that's the base. I'm gonna look at the staging now. I don't know if Sven's server is up yet.